Really quick, I'm gonna show you how I set up multiple inputs in Logic Pro. This is a way I believe that will help you set up your inputs quicker with the idea of recording more than one track simultaneously, ideally 4 or more. There's some interfaces that have 4, 6, 8 inputs, and there's some cases where people have more inputs, such as I have here with this interface that you see on the screen here. I have 16 because of I'm using ADAT. One interface is a slave and one is my main interface. You're here in this window. You actually go on an empty project, choose it. As usual, Logic asks you, what's the first thing you want to do? Choose audio. I'm a drummer, so I have 11 mics on my drum. So I have a top snare, bottom snare, hi-hat, kick, tom 1, tom 2, floor tom 14, a floor tom 16, 2 overheads, a ride. I could minimize that if I wanted to, but I like getting all the details, just part of my workflow. Choose audio. So this is where you make your setup, the easier way to set up your inputs, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So if you're going to record more than, let's say, 1 or 2 inputs, ideally 4, because there's one channel interfaces, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Let's say 4 or more. By default, if I remember correctly, Logic, when you first install it per se, when you open up, try to create a new track, this box here that says ascending is not check marked. So let me show you what happens when you don't check mark this box. And let's say I wanted to set up 13 inputs because I'm going to record. I got 13 microphones per se. Going to record something. So I click create. Now I'm going to hit X, bring up the mixer. You will see on the mixer it has input 1, input 1, input 1, input 1 on channel 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 13. But that's not ideal. What used to happen with me was I used to have to go in there and go, okay, I would go to input 2, which is right here, click on it, have to go and select input 2, go to input 3, I used to have to go to input 4, have to do this every time. So let me close out that session. Now here's the way to fix that. Pretty much you just click ascending. Make sure that box is checked. You come over here and you choose however many channels you want. 4, 6, 8, 10, 30, 50, if you got that many inputs. Click 12. I'm just gonna click 12 this time. Actually, I'll click 13. That's what I clicked last time. 13, and this time when I click X, look, all of my inputs are assigned automatically. Input 1, input 2, that way I can just set up all my inputs 1 through whatever, and I can just be ready to go, pretty much. I mean, everything else is on me, you know, my gain staging for preamps, whatever I'm gonna do. But as far as setting inputs, that's the way I would do it. Just check mark the ascending box. I think once you do it, it stays that way unless you change it. That's pretty much it. It's just a simple, quick thought for anyone that might not know what that is and have to go through this tedious work of, you know, doing inputs one by one at a time manually, you know. God bless.